Hey guys, Akil Brown here. So I wanted to just showcase 8 elements that you can use in your when you're writing copy or when you're writing a sales letter or any type of promotion to, you know, get people to your product or promote your product or services. So I've had a look at some of the things, some of the sales pages online, and I just had to jot down a few things what I think you should focus on. And we're going to start with demographics. So when you're targeting your audience, you need to focus on obviously the age of your target market or the target person you want to focus on. So you want to think, okay, when you write this promotion or this sales letter or this advertisement, you want to focus on one person. And they usually say have an avatar because you're writing this for one person, even though you might think you're writing this for the whole market. You're just focusing on one person at a time, and you want to write like you're writing to them or like you're talking to them, if that makes sense. So you don't want to add too many big words. You want to make sure you're talking to them like you're sitting down face to face. So when you want to think about, okay, who's your target market? Who is this individual? What is his age or his or her age? What is that person's gender? What are their income levels? Do they have kids? Are they educated? These are the things you want to focus on when you think about demographics. It doesn't matter if you're doing Facebook ads, or if you're doing simple local ads, or if you're advertising on the radio, or if you're advertising in the newspaper, or anywhere in general. You want to make sure you have that target market in mind, or that target person in mind, so that way you can focus on what your product does, how your product can help them, and what are the benefits to your product that will automatically not automatically, but will solve their problem and position your product or your service as a solution. So when you think about the next step would be obviously your product details. You don't want to focus on the product so much. You want to focus on how it can help that individual. What are the benefits of your product? What is your audience experience? What are the levels? You want to mention the product name. You want to lead into that, but you want to make sure you focus on what that problem is. And so whatever problem that person have is having, you want to position your product or service as that solution. And then you could identify your main goal is to solve that person problem for that product. So that product main goal is to solve this one problem that this person is having, and you could showcase the expected results, end result that that product would give that consumer or that target market individual. So you don't you could you can list the expected time frame that they can expect this result. So when you're writing out your copy or you're writing out your sales letter, you want to focus on, okay, when can they expect results? Can they expect it right away? Can they expect it in 24 hours? You want to make sure you give that expected results a bit of an emphasis so that way they know, okay, this might take them 3 days to get results. It might take them 4 days to get results, or it might take them 24 hours to get results, so they can know. And then moves on to their struggles. What struggles are they currently having, which is the problem, which you need to relate your product to, and, and then talk about why it's not working or what they have done to find other solutions that can help them. When you look at other solutions, you want to make sure these other solutions are a bit higher priced than what your product is. So that way you can say, okay, well, you can go get this product, but it will cost you this much, and or you will have to do these particular steps in order to alleviate that problem. But then you need to reposition your product as a solution, or as a quicker or better option, so that way they can quickly decide right then and there, okay, this is something I may want to try out, and this is why I want to try out. Then you might want to relate your obstacles, and what stuff you have actually, what roadblocks or you have actually encountered, and what made you change, and what you've accomplished by using the solution that you have, the product or the services. And then you also want to lead into 3 to 5 features and benefits. So you want to focus on the feature and then emphasize the benefit. But you can definitely emphasize the benefit more, because people buy products because of the benefits. They don't buy too much for the feature. Like for example, if you have a remote control that can turn on the TV, um, DVD, and maybe any your cable box. Those are 3 features that it can do. But the benefit of that, when someone gets comfortable, they don't have to get up, go turn it on physically. Each individual appliance could be the benefits. The benefit is You could relax in your chair and in your position, cuddle up with your wife or partner, and turn on all these remote and enjoy a evening without being interrupted or having to get up. Basically, people are lazy, so that benefit is not getting up and not having to turn on each individual appliance to get comfortable. And then if you have any bonuses, what you may want to do is focus on providing them a bonus or giving them a bonus that can help them out, that's related to the product or that's more in line with the product. And then you want to focus on the guarantee, which is sort of like your risk reversal. So when you guarantee, you want to make sure it's at least 30 days minimum. So you have the option to do 30, 60, 90, or a whole year if you're under 65. The longer the guarantee, the more likely that individual won't refund your product because they'll be more inclined to use it and get their money's worth. So you want to make sure you emphasize that guarantee. And if you have any testimonials, you can showcase testimonials about the product or services so that people can see, okay, other people are getting the same results that they are looking to achieve. And that sort of ties in line with social proof. With like social media proof, you have people online showcasing or mentioning your product of how it's helped them. It's giving you proof. If you have any social proof, always make sure you have a section that will emphasize, split it up throughout your sales copy or your sales page and show your social proof or your testimonial so that people can see exactly other people are getting the results that they want to achieve. And then when you sort of mention your price, you want to mention why is this price. So it's kind of like a price anchoring where you can say, okay, this is why this price is so low for the moment, and it's also we want to give them like a scarcity, given the opportunity to take action or call to action. So you want to limit, say, okay, this is why it's this price for a limited time, and then let them know why it's that price for that limited time, so they can take action. And again, you want to give them a clear call to action. And some sales copy usually have a frequent asked questions section where you know people are going to have questions that they want answered, so you can make sure you have a moment, think about the questions that people will want answered, and jot those down in your sales copy or in your sales page and answer those questions for them. Like, okay, is there a 30-day money back guarantee? Is there no questions asked? Or you can think of, or you can have a look at other sales copy or other marketing material and see what questions people are asking. You can search online, see what questions that you can anticipate people are going to ask, so that way you can, you know, if they have any dilemma of not going with your product, you can also just showcase that and say, okay, this is why you should go with this particular product that I'm talking about. And you can emphasize again the testimonial, the social proof, and your money back guarantee. So those are the things that people look for, especially you want to, and the benefits is one of the most important things. So you want to make sure you grab their attention with your headline, and you want to declare that problem outright. This is the problem that you're having, this is a solution, and present your product or services as a solution. And you also may want to borrow some credibility from, outside sources. If you can get some quotes that saying like success leave clues, and this is why you should invest in your knowledge and invest in this product or services, to help them or tease them along or inch them along to clicking that buy button. Again, you want to do some social proof, you want to add some testimonials, you want to have a clear call to action, as well as you want to make sure you add some risk reversal and do a little bit of price anchoring, which I mentioned before, and have a frequent asked questions. But definitely you want to start with demographics, your product details, the struggles and solutions that individuals may be having or that you have encountered, and lead into the obstacle changes and accomplishments that this problem, or sorry, this product or solution has helped you with. And focus, definitely people buy stuff mostly for the benefit. It may not be how they use it now, but if you could paint the benefit of how it can be used and the benefits of using your product or service, people will focus more on that and be more inclined to buy. And then if you can add any additional bonuses that can lead to, the scarcity of that product. Okay, this is only available with the bonus for a limited amount of time. And make sure you have a guarantee and testimonials, as I mentioned earlier. And always have a clear call to action button or a clear call to action period. So you want to scatter the a couple call to action throughout your sales copy or your sales page or whatever your product or sales product or service you're trying to promote. So again, I know it's a bit long winded, but take these things into account and focus on them when you're writing your sales letter. And I'll hope you enjoy that. If you have any questions, shoot me an email or leave a comment below. And I'll see you soon. Take it easy.